Hello. In this video, we want to review how to submit an online application for a federal EMPP visa. Permanent Residence Portal. Use this portal to apply for federal EMPP. Click on Create Account and create an account. Enter your email and new password to create an account for apply. Click on Sign In. Click on Create New Application. Application details. In question program, under which you are applying. From the list, select Permanent Residence, including Refugee Resettlement. Choose the program category. From the list, select Economic. Category under which you are applying. From the list, select Federal Economic Mobility Pathways Pilot. Subcategory under which you are applying. From the list, select Job Offer or No Job Offer. Enter a customized name for your application. For example, My EMPP 1-23. Click on Continue. Your profile. Enter the principal applicant's basic information below. The information you enter will then automatically be filled in for any digital forms. Enter the full name, exactly as shown on the passport or travel document. If there is only one name on the document, put it in the family name field and leave the given name field blank. Language preference. From the list, select your preferred language for correspondence. Full name. Enter your full family name. Enter your given name. Enter your birth date. Current mailing address, where information should be mailed, by typing the following information. Post office box number, if applicable. If you do not enter a post office box, you must provide the street number, apartment or unit, if applicable, street number if applicable. It is the number on your house or apartment building. You must provide a street number if you did not enter in a P.O. box, street name, if applicable, city or town. From the list, select the country of your current mailing address, province or state, postal code or zip code, district, if applicable. Residential address, same as mailing address, select yes or no. If no, enter residential address. Spouse, partner, or dependent is profiles. You can create, edit profiles for your spouse, partner, or dependent in this section who are applying for permanent residence. Their basic information will then be automatically filled in for most digital forms. Click on Add Dependent. Add spouse or dependent information. Is the dependent accompanying you? Select yes or no. From list, select Relationship to Principal Applicant. Spouse refers to either of the two persons, any gender, in a marriage legally recognized in the country in which it took place, as well as in Canada. Common law partner refers to a person who is living in a conjugal relationship with another person, any gender, and has done so continuously for a period of at least 1 year. A conjugal relationship exists when there is a significant degree of commitment between two people. Enter family name, given name, date of birth of dependent. Click on Save Details. In this section, complete the forms, upload your documents and information. Before starting your application review, the eligibility criteria opens in a new browser tab. To make sure you're eligible, review the application guide opens in a new browser tab. Check the document checklist opens in a new browser tab to see what you'll need. The documents you upload in this application are automatically saved. You may close this browser and return later via the View My Applications page. Click on Application Guide to review the guide for filling application. Click on the checklist link. The PDF file will open for you. All the forms you need to fill for your program and all the necessary documents are explained in this PDF file. Digital forms for Federal Economic Mobility Pathways. Pilot, no job offer. Please fill out these digital forms online, directly in the portal. IM 008 Generic Application Form for Canada. This form is mandatory for all programs. IMM 5406 Additional Family Information, IMM 5669 Background Declaration, and IMM 5562 forms. For each form, click on Edit to fill each form. Generic Application Form for Canada, IMM 0008. What is this form for? This form creates an overview of your basic information. You'll need to fill out information such as language preference, number of family members included in the application, other personal details. Language preference. From the list, select your preferred language for correspondence. Interview. If your native language is not in this list, select Other. In Field Interpreter Requested, you must select Yes if you do not select English or French for the interview. Where do you plan on living in Canada? From the list, select the province or territory, city or town. Click on Save and Continue. Personal details, full name. Enter your full family name. Enter all of your given name. Select the box to tell if you have ever used any other names than those indicated in question. 1. This could be your birth name, maiden name, married name, nickname, etc. If yes, enter your nickname, alias in the family names and given names fields. UCI. If you know your unique client identifier, UCI number, or client identification number, client ID, enter it here without any spaces. If this is your first application, or if you do not know your UCI, leave this space blank. Nanin. Enter your sex. Eye color. From the list, select your eye color. Height. Enter your height in either centimeters or feet and inches. Enter date of birth. Place of birth. Enter your place of birth, including the city or town and country of birth, as shown in your passport or your travel document. If you aren't a citizen of any country, choose stateless. If you are a citizen of more than one country, choose your other country of citizenship in the second field. 2. From the list, select the name of your current country of residence. If you've lost your status for Status, choose Other in the Details field. Enter Out of Status, requires restoration. Leave the From and To fields blank. Previous countries of residence. Select the box if you have lived in any country other than your country of citizenship or your current country of residence for more than 6 months in the past 5 years. If you checked Yes for each country, select the name of the country you lived in. Select your immigration status for the time you were in that country. Marital and relationship status. From the list, choose your current marital status. You're married if you and your spouse have had a ceremony that legally binds you to each other. Your marriage must be legally recognized in the country where it was performed and in Canada. Your common law if you've lived continuously with your partner in a marital type relationship for 1 year or more. An annulled marriage has been legally declared as not valid. An annulment can also be a declaration by the Catholic Church that the marriage was not binding. If you're in a common law relationship, enter the date, year, month, and day you began living together. Previous marriage or common law relationship. Select the box to tell if you have been married or in a common law relationship. If you checked Yes, give the following details for your previous spouse or common law partner. Family name, given name, type of relationship. Click on Save and Continue. Contact information, current mailing address. Enter your current mailing address where information should be mailed by typing the following information. Telephone number. Enter your telephone number, including the country code, area, regional codes. Alternate telephone number. If you have a second telephone number, enter it here, including the country code, area, regional codes. Fax number. If you have a fax number, enter it. Email address. If you have an email address, enter it. Click on Save and Continue. Select the box if you have a valid passport or travel document. If you don't have one or can't obtain one, you must select the No box. If you select Yes, provide your passport or travel document number, exactly as shown on the document. Make sure there is no space between each number or letter. From the list, select the name of the country or territory that issued your passport or travel document. Enter the date your passport or travel document was issued. Enter the date your passport or travel document will expire. Click on Save and Continue. National Identity Document. Do you have a national identity document? Select the box Yes if you have a valid national identity document. If you selected Yes, provide your national identity document number exactly as shown on the identity document. Make sure there is no space between each number or letter. From the list, select the name of the country or territory that issued your national identity document. Enter the date your national identity document was issued and will expire. Click on Save and Continue. From the list, select your highest level of education. Enter the total number of years of formal education that you have completed, including elementary and secondary school. Enter your current occupation. If you don't work, enter Not Employed. Enter your intended occupation in Canada. Click on Save and Continue. From the list, select your first native language. This is the language that you learned at home during your childhood and that you still understand. If your native language is not in this list, select Other. From the list, select whether you are able to communicate in English and/or French. English-French, both neither. Select Yes or No, whether you have taken a test from a designated language testing organization to assess your proficiency in English or French. Approved tests include IELTS General CELPIP G, PTE, Core, TEF Canada, TCF Canada. Select the box if your dependent will accompany you to Canada. If you answered no, explain why your dependent is non-accompanying. You must answer each question on behalf of each of your dependents. To add a new dependent to the application, click the Add Dependent button located at the bottom of the page. To remove a dependent from the application, click the Remove Dependent button. Questions 1 to 9 are the same questions you answered for yourself. From the list, select your dependent's highest level of education. Enter number of years of formal education that they have completed, including elementary and secondary school, and their current occupation and intended occupation in Canada. From the list, select your dependent's first native language. If their native language does not appear in this list, select Other. From the list, select if they are able to communicate in English and/or French. English, French, both neither. Select the box Yes if your dependent has a valid passport or travel document. If you don't have one or can't obtain one, you must select the No box. If you select Yes, provide their passport or travel document number exactly as shown on the document. Select the box Yes if your dependent has a valid national identity document. If you selected Yes, provide their national identity document number exactly as shown on the identity document. Additional family information. What is this form for? We need information about your family, parents, children, spouse, siblings. You don't need to complete this entire form in one sitting. To save your progress on this form, click Save and Continue. You can return to this form later by clicking View My Applications on the home page. Indicate whether you are filling out this form for yourself, the principal applicant, on behalf of any of your family members, 18 years of age or older. Relationship applicant. Enter country or territory birth. Enter marital status, for example, married. Enter email. Enter address below in box. Relationship, spouse, common law partner, or conjugal partner. Enter information for your partner, same as the question for yourself. Enter information for your father, same as the question for yourself. For each applicant's personal information must be filled. Background declaration. What is this form for? We need information about your personal background and history. This includes personal details about your education membership in associations, government positions, criminal history, military service addresses. In Section A, enter your personal information and that of your partner and parents that you entered in the previous forms. Section B, Questionnaire. In Part B, answer the following questions and select yes or no. If your answer to any of these questions is yes, please provide details below in box. Section C, Education. Give the number of years of school you successfully completed for each of the following levels of education. Give full details of all the secondary and post-secondary education, including university, college, and apprenticeship training you have had. Section D, Personal History. Provide the details of your personal history for the past 10 years or since your 18th birthday if it was less than 10 years ago. Start with the most recent information. Under Activity, write your occupation or job title if you were working. If you were not working, provide information on what you were doing. For example, unemployed, studying, traveling, retired, in detention. If you are outside your country or territory of nationality, indicate your status in the country or territory you were in. Note: please ensure that you do not leave any gaps in time. Section E, Membership and Association with Organizations. What organizations have you supported, been a member of, or been associated with? Include any political, social, youth, or student organization, trade unions, and professional associations. Do not use abbreviations. Indicate the city and country or territory where you were a member. Write "None" in the first input field if you have not been a member of any association organization. Section F. Government positions. List any government positions, such as civil servant, judge, police officer, employee, in a security organization you have held. Include positions you have held before or after your retirement. Do not use abbreviations. Write "None" in the first input field if you have not held any government positions. Section G. Military and paramilitary service. Provide complete details of military and paramilitary service for each of the countries in whose armed forces you served. Section H. Addresses. List all addresses where you have lived in the past 10 years or since your 18th birthday if it was less than 10 years ago. PDF forms for Federal Economic Mobility Pathways. Pilot, no job offer required. You must download, complete, digitally sign, and upload all the forms you need for your application. Do not print and scan any of these forms. Please refer to the program guide for exceptions. Pre-arrival facilitations, form and document checklist, Federal Economic Mobility Pathways Pilot. Click on Upload and upload these forms. In the checklist form that you uploaded, all the necessary documents and forms that must be related to your application and must be filled are mentioned. You must fill the checklist and upload the completed checklist. Check the box next to the name of each form you have filled out for your application. All documents should be submitted electronically. In the checklist was explained, do not submit originals unless requested directly by an official of IRCC after submission of the application. Following document proof of EMPP public policy eligibility, submit a copy of one of the following documents: refugee status, identity and civil status, documents, travel documents, and passports. Since you are applying under the federal EMPP, some document requirements will not apply to you. You do not need to submit any of the following. A. You do not have to submit any police certificates with your application. If one is required, IRCC will contact you. B. You are not required to submit an application fee or the biometric fee with your application. The right of permanent residence fee, RPRF, is applicable and it will be requested at a later date. You may also apply for a RPRF loan if you are unable to pay the RPRF fee. Proof of language proficiency, proof of work, experience, proof of education, settlement funds, Stream B, children's information, if applicable, and photo. Upload all of the required supporting documents for your immigration program. Document labeling. If you have more than one document to upload under any one category, upload each one separately with a unique name. Use this naming convention to label your documents: last name, first name, document type. For example, Wong, John, proof of education, 1. Declaration. Before you can submit your application, you need to sign the declaration stating that everything you have submitted is true, correct, and complete. You won't see the Submit Your Application button until you complete all mandatory forms and components complete the consent and declaration. Clicking Submit will send your application to IRCC for review. You have not finished applying until you submit it. Once you submit your application, you won't be able to make any changes. Immigration will contact you once the status of your application changes or if they need more information. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel. Good luck.